Your online radio. The new online radio that makes you happy.
You've been kept down for much too long. Stand up, please, and say I am free. Don't forget you are welcome home, welcome home.
Jafric Radio.
Come with me on this happy trip back to the promised land. All will be happy and gay.
Jafric Radio. Jafric Radio.
You're listening to Home Sweet Home on Jaffrey Radio.
You are always welcome home, welcome home.
Your online radio. The new online radio that makes you happy.
You've been kept down for much too long. Stand up, please, and say I am free. Don't forget you are welcome home, welcome home.
Jafric Radio.
Come with me on this happy trip back to the promised land.
You're listening to Home Sweet Home on Jaffrey Radio.
We thank you. All right. Okay, I think there was a technical fault here, which I think what I said was not heard. All right. So I say good evening in Japan, good morning in Ghana, good afternoon wherever you are. Yes, I don't know your location now, but it might be good evening, good morning, good afternoon. Thank you so much. This is Home Sweet Home. We are back again in studios, and we have a lot to share with you. And we need your opinions. It's really important to us. So once we are sharing the ideas,
This is Jafric
we want
Radio.
you to also bring what you think is the best. All right, that will help. Your opinions are really welcome. Thank you so much. My name still remains Abena Poma Pokufuku, a lady with a long name. If you know your name is long, just let us know. And we just want to apologize for the delay of this program. It's due to the circumstances beyond our control, but we bless God. It is okay now. Right. Thank you so much. Don't forget that Bayside Modeling Agency is the proud sponsor for this program, Home Sweet Home. And if you are a foreigner in Japan here and you have a talent that you need to turn it into business, number one, because the money is involved. All right. You can contact Bayside Modeling Agency at info@bay-side.base. All that you need to do is to write to them that you want to register with them, and they will quickly respond to you. All right. Thank you so much for doing so. And we have Tomrik Hotel in Accra, Ghana. So if you have never visited Ghana before, I recommend Tomrik Hotel to you whenever you
This is
visit
Jafric Radio.
Yes, I call them home away from home, because when you go there, you get like treatment like a king or a queen or prince or princess. Right. Okay. So try and see. And you know that what I'm telling you is the truth, right? Okay. Tomrik Hotel is in East Legon, Accra. It's close to the Kotoka International Airport. So your access to airport will not be a problem. So, all right. So thank you for doing so. Today I have a very important guest whom I love. Let me say so. Yes, and I We've been running after him for a very long time because he's really, really a busy person. And we thank God that today he has time to be with us. And even as we are speaking, he's far away from here. But we are blessed to have him join this program. So with a singular honor, let me welcome and introduce to you Mr. Yahaya. Mr. Yahaya. All right. Thank you, Mr. Yahaya.
Thank you, Dickness. It's been a long time.
Very.
Thank you, viewers,
All right. So,
and thank you for
Mr.
having me.
Yahaya, where are you at the moment?
I'm currently at Nagasaki Roots Inn Hotel.
Oh, I see.
Yes,
Thank you so much
Nagasaki. That is
for honoring our
southern
invitation.
part of. Yeah, thank you. Southern part of Japan. Yeah.
Right. Okay, so Mr. Yaya, your viewers are here watching and listening. All right. Is there
Okay.
any?
Thank you so much.
Right.
Well, before we start, let me also apologize to Jafric Radio for not being able to honor many of the invitations. It is a situation beyond my control, and I hope sooner it will all be over and we shall be together
Right.
and run the program together, inshallah.
Inshallah.
And viewers too.
Thank you so much, Mr.
And
Yaya.
also, I'm sorry for my voice because I've not been drinking, so and I've been also been on the road for a long time till this time, so my voice is dried, and it's not time for me to drink. So, if any hitches
Oh,
is my voice, you
are you
pardon me.
still in the Ramadan?
Yes, we are.
Ah, I see.
Yes.
Oh, right. You are right. Oh, okay. Thank you so much. You know, viewers, Mr. Yahaya is in a situation where if it's not because of love, he wouldn't have shown up. Right.
Precisely.
That's true.
Precisely.
Thank you so much. We do appreciate that.
Yes.
Yes. Let's go straight to the point. We are discussing family matters. Yeah.
Yes.
A whole, I think the whole of February and March, we are discussing family matters, issues that cut across in every, let's say, religion. We have dealt with Christianity, and we are now in Muslim and traditions. There are certain issues that moves around, and we just want to know in Islam how the setup is, and also if these things are happening in Islamic marriage also.
Yes. Can you hear me?
Yes, of course.
It looks
If
like
you
you're
can bring down your camera a bit,
okay.
see only your head. Oh, good. Yeah, this is perfect.
Nice. Okay.
Yeah, thank you. Right.
It's okay this way. Okay.
Yeah, it's okay. So, Mr. Yaya,
Okay.
how does the communication work in Islamic marriage?
Thank you very much. When you talk about communication in Islamic marriage, it is a very vital part of any marriage, not just Islamic marriage. Any marriage setting, communication is very vital, and even any human society
Right.
that you find yourself, be in the office and what have you, communication allows us to understand each other, and then so if you don't communicate and you keep whatever is in you, it is difficult for the other party to be able to understand you and also adjust to towards what the situation may need at that particular time. So communication is very vital area in Islamic setting when it comes to marriage. And then also in Islam, when you are communicating with anyone, so far as the marriage contract is concerned itself, it is a religious thing.
Okay.
So when the more you share, the more you enjoy each other, be in communication, be in friendship, be in material things, it is all blessing. So far as Islam is concerned. So if you are married to someone and then maybe you come home or you wake up, both of you wake up, nobody talks to each other, you are not fulfilling complete part of the marriage, and you are going to also lack some of the blessings that it is entailed in the marriage.
Right.
So communication is very, very vital part of the marriage setting in Islam, and it's what we also have something that good communication.
Right.
Even when you do good communication, it is sadaqah. That is, it is like alms giving, or
Right.
it is like alms giving something, or like taking care of giving something to the poor.
Right.
We call it sadaqah, or somebody gifts. We call it sadaqah. So talking, communicating openly, freely, and good manners with your wife or spouse, both of you, is also sadaqah, and even with the entire family. So that one too is sadaqah. And in Ghana, they call it sraha, right?
Okay. Yes, Raha.
Okay, that is, but it's not sraha, it's sadaqah.
Oh, I see.
Oh yes, that's word. That's
Oh.
is like a gift. Yes. So you gain blessings from that. And so if you are married and you don't communicate, then you communicate in science, and then what if you, it's unfortunate you are lacking and you are losing some aspect of the marriage rewards, some of the rewards that is embedded in the marriage. So communication is a vital point. Thank you.
Right. So it's like every other religion as far as the marriage is concerned. Right. Okay.
Yes. Yes.
Let's move to we are talking of family matters. So let's move to headship in a marriage setting or marriage setting in Islamic. From all that we've heard is that if you are a woman and you're married to a Muslim, it's like your words doesn't hold much power when it
Okay.
comes to men are the overall boss, which Bible has also spoken about, that men are heads in the family. So how does that one work in the Islamic setting? Is it that women are being suppressed because of the headship?
Thank you, Dickness. This is very sensitive topic, and I don't see myself as a qualified person to be able to give much details or guidance or talk about it well when it comes to, because this in Islam we have a lot of aspects. So I know, and I think there are a lot of people out there, even in Japan here, who probably I will share Islamic perspective on it, but I also find time to bring one of the good people, which I think they could talk extensively
Right.
when it comes to this into the studio.
Okay.
and then so that they will be able to enlighten all of us
Raised it
for
very
us.
well. Okay.
Yes. When it comes to it is just a perception and political. Islam gives freedom to all women and all men equally. Women are part of men when it comes to marriage setting,
Okay.
and together we form the family unit. So Islam considers marriage as a mutual respect, kindness, and a consideration with aim of establishing harmonious and then stable family units. So without mutual respect, there can never be a stable family unit that will be created. So the topic of man and a woman in Islamic setting is that marriage setting, man is the head of the family.
Yeah.
But when it comes to the house or the home, woman is in charge of managing the house.
Right.
Men work and then they come home. Woman takes charge of daily management of the house.
The house.
So what the woman says is what the man applies. So
Okay.
those who doesn't know, this is what it is so far as Islam is concerned, and it's not what Islam teaches. So in Islam, a man is the head, but when it comes to the house or the home, is the woman who is the head or who manages it. And everybody gives the respect mutually to each other when it comes to. The man does not wake up and do things the way he like without consulting the woman. He need to. And that's why we talk about communication. And even when you do that, and that is what I earlier said, it is sadaqah. It is also a blessing or gift that is like giving to someone. So that is how it is. So there are certain perceptions, and the women have their rights.
Okay.
And that is why, let me give you a typical example. Because women have say, that's why in Islam, no woman takes the name of a husband. No, it is completely non-Islamic.
Oh, really?
Yes, like we hear people say, let me use the Ghanaian space, for instance, like we hear Samira Baumia. It is completely unacceptable in Islam.
Oh, there was a time
Mrs.
you
Susan So,
corrected that. Yes.
Mrs. Susan So, Mrs. Susan So, no, because the women are of their own. They come from family and they belong to that family, and they determine the family. Okay? So that is, the man also comes from a family, he belongs to that family. So each of them comes together and form a family unit
Right.
where the children will pick their name from their family, where whatever the children, if the children comes out from it, they pick the name from both of them.
Are from
But
both
the heads-
families, not the patrilineal lineage.
They will take from patrilineal lineage. The child will take from patrilineal lineage. The mother also take her name from her patrilineal lineage.
Right.
So you cannot come and link the woman because it's married. The woman is married to her. The man is married to the woman. Then the woman comes to adopt the name of her. At that time, it's like simple. If you buy this mic that is sitting in front of you, this headphone that is on your head, it belongs to Jafric Radio.
Right.
So we tag it and we label it as Jafric Radio.
Okay.
So if you marry a woman, then the woman picks your name. That means she becomes your property, but she's not your property. She's your partner. She's your partner.
Okay.
So she's not your property. So you can't uh, give her a name. She should bear her name because she's a partner. And if Jafric Radio CEO, if I'm a shareholder, I'm a shareholder. I cannot bear the name of the other shareholder. I hope you understand me.
Yeah,
So
I'm
this
getting you.
this thing of talking about Muslims lord over the women don't have say, it's not true. And
Oh, okay.
this is a typical example I'm giving you. No woman takes the name of the husband. It's not, you can't do that in Islam. You must respect her as your partner. And that is what is done in Islam. In anyway, anything you want to do, you need to consult your wife.
All right.
If a woman wants to do something, she needs to consult her husband. But everybody has limitations.
Exactly. That's the one.
They have limitations to each thing, everything. One, the man wants to go out, he will tell the wife, he will inform the wife. The wife wants to go out, she also needs to seek permission from the husband. That is established.
All right.
You don't go and come and tell that one. You are there only informing the person. You are giving him the information that, oh, I went here, or you prepare yourself. This is mutual respect. In order to establish mutual respect, and this is what we do. So it is just political that you keep on hearing that. But when you read, and the informations are available, you can read a lot about this. We do read both sides.
Right.
So you can read a lot. When you read about, you take a topic, you read about it, you become to realize the real understanding and the real what exactly Islam talk about. So it is never true that women have no voice in Islamic setting. It is never right. Thank you.
All right, Mr. Yaya, thank you for clarifying this for us. Yes. So from what Mr. Yaya is saying, women has a say when it comes to marriage setting in Islam. All right. Thank you so much. And let's see here. There is another thing that is also bothering that I want you to clarify that one. What I have heard, I don't know how it works, is that when the women or the married women in Islam, when the man, establishes something for you, for example, a work, you have to take care of the house with the money you earn from that. Let's say company or the job. How true is this one? That as soon as you've been like established, you have to take control of the house, like let's say the responsibility of, food and other stuff in the house. How true is this?
It is not true that way.
Okay.
And I insist, it is not true this way. The man is in charge of providing for the family.
Right.
The woman is in charge of managing the family. You understand?
Yeah, I get it.
So if you establish a business for the woman, probably, you don't know. For instance, Mama Poma is my wife, and I have agreed with her that let me invest in this, establish this business for you. Maybe the proceeds from after maybe 1 year, 2 year, when you break even, the proceeds of that business should be used in fending for the family or taking care of the house out, the family upkeep when it comes to food. That is the agreement between you and your husband, or me and you,
From the onset, right?
from the onset. But whereas the woman, you create a business for the woman, not with a specific reason to take care of the house. There's no point there that you don't give. No, it is never so, and it is never true. Probably somebody is seeing that with, you see, sometimes we need to go to the extent of what we hear or people around that we see them do. When we see them do, we can still put the question
Right.
in a bigger picture so that we understand, if you want to understand. Like just as you established that in Islam, Islam has nothing to do with anything of that. If you're engaging in a business, the woman is resourceful. She can support the family, but it's the right of the man to fend for the family.
Right.
So if the woman supports, she supports. So if you establish a business for the woman feels that her business is booming and she wants to take care of the daily cost of the or running of the family affair when it comes to food and other things. Probably that family, that is what the woman has decided to do
Okay.
and wants to support the man with. But that doesn't also say the man doesn't do. So if the woman agree on that and the woman agree on that, or she takes it up because she doesn't see why she should keep enough, she has enough and it will be bothering the man. That's her own decision.
Oh, okay.
It hasn't come to the point that Islam has insisted that when you establish business for a woman, the woman should use that business to fend for the family. No, it is a sole responsibility of the man to take care and fend for the family. They give them security. So this is what we call security.
Right.
Give that security is on the head of
Of the family.
the man. And he needs to do that. Unless if he is unable to do that and he thinks his wife can do that and he consult his wife and his wife agree, then that is for their family. That is between them. That does not become an Islamic law
Right.
of family setting or marriage, this thing, how to run a marriage. But this is, and it is allowed and it is also accepted. Or otherwise, the woman also see that, no, I have enough. I can take care of that without bothering the man. And even anytime I need something from the man, I can get it at any time. When I think I go down, he tells the man, no, don't worry yourself. When it comes to the staffs, I'll take care of that. But when I need something, I'll let you know. This is a deal between the two of them. It doesn't the entire Islamic culture.
Okay.
So if you are sitting at the other side and you see that happening, or somebody is living with them and you see that happen, that isn't the case.
Oh, okay.
You haven't gone to ask why you are providing for the family when the man is there and he is not providing. Probably she will tell you, or the man will tell you, this is an agreement, a contract between me and my wife, and it has nothing to do with what Islam. So for Islam, the man need to provide for the family. The woman need to manage and support the man and manage the house and then their resources,
All right.
value for money and everything.
Right.
So this is that.
Thank you, Mr. Yahya.
Okay.
So, in a situation where the man refuses to perform these kind of responsibilities, what advice would you give?
The man is supposed to do what is enshrined in Islamic setting for him to do.
Okay.
If he cannot do, he need to communicate. The woman is his partner. She will understand. If she doesn't understand, she think she cannot live without maybe 2 loaves of bread a day, and the man is saying, I don't have enough. We have to manage 1 loaf of a bread for morning and evening, and she thinks she cannot cope with that. She has a say, and she has a right. If she wants to quit, she can report and then ask for divorce.
Oh,
That's all.
I see.
If she thinks what the man is providing, what the man can afford is not enough for her, she can do that. It's allowed. And the man also need to communicate. In fact, I don't have enough. This is what I have for this time. Can we manage it this way? Then the two of them communicate. So that is why when you communicate, you get solutions to things. But whereas you don't have, you don't also open up to communicate. At that time, it goes beyond Islam. It becomes personal lifestyle.
Right.
It becomes personal lifestyle. That is his lifestyle. He sees no reason to communicate his shortfalls with his wife and agree on a common ground.
Right.
And for that matter, he goes without communicating. That one, he's violating the
right of
marriage.
the woman or that man.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You need to communicate completely. This is the end. When you communicate freely, openly, sincerely, she will understand. Even if she doesn't understand, still you find solution to that.
Right.
If it demands that the marriage will be terminated, it will, even though it's not grounds. But once she's not comfortable with that, she has the right to exit. And the man, if you don't do that, that is your mistake. That is your wrong. And let me add this. We are couples, and I'm supposed to provide for the family.
Right.
I'm unable to do that. This is Ramadan month. I'm supposed to provide for all of you, for the family. I'm unable to do that. I don't communicate it. I keep quiet. I leave you in the dark. You too, the woman too is confused. That one, once you, the woman, the man hasn't communicated. You too, you need to ask in a soft and respectful way.
Okay.
How is it going? What do we do? We don't have A, we don't have B. What do we do? If the man is not, my father keep on saying that don't offend or don't sin because your colleague or your partner has sinned.
Okay. Two wrongs
What that
don't
means
make
is
right.
that,
Yeah.
yes, that is 2 wrongs does not make right. It is his responsibility to fend for you. He doesn't have, but he's pompous not to talk and communicate about it. And you feel offended. And for that matter, you too, your side, your duty as a woman, what you are supposed to do, you also deny him or her.
Yeah.
Excuse me, I'm not talking about, but there are maybe she will refuse to cook even when there is a little that she could manage. She will refuse to serve him the little that she's left with. Once you don't serve him, you too, you've sinned because of he has sinned not to communicate and then explain things to you. I hope you
Okay.
understand.
I got it.
Yes,
Mm.
yes. So you don't need to. This is very logical thing. You don't
Mm-hmm.
need to sin because somebody has sinned.
Right.
He's supposed to provide for you. He's not providing.
Mm.
Then you also take another stand.
Mm.
Example, let me take to the bedroom. Maybe he comes. You also deny him. No, he
Mm.
is he has he is faulty. But you don't also have you don't pay the person with what? With
Wrong.
wrong.
Yeah.
At that time, that is why let me also give you you have double punishment. Let me have it. In football, when somebody foul you, you watch all of us we watch football. When somebody foul you, everybody know oh, he has fouled the person.
Mm-hmm.
Then you get up, then you chase him and then also reiterate. They give you red card, whilst he either they give him yellow or leave him to go.
Mm.
And people say, but one Dikaye, he did it first. Yes, he did it first, but his own could be non-intentional.
Yeah, and it's there's a rule or there are rules in
Yes,
the game.
there is
Yeah.
you leave that to the referee to decide.
Mm.
But when you get up to go and then also foul the person, you are giving red card to exit the field completely.
Mm-hmm. That's not a
So
boxing
this is
field.
yes, you
It's
leave
a
the field
football
completely.
pitch.
Beautiful. So it's the
So,
same thing.
mm.
Your wife, your husband is mistaken.
Right.
You too, you don't also make a mistake because he is mistaken.
Mm.
This is something that is happening a lot in most families.
Mm.
So we should always communicate and get on a common ground. No matter what, we will agree on something. If we are not able to find solution to it in the morning, let's go and come back in the evening. Definitely, we will have we will arrive on something. Even in the evening, if you are not, let's sleep, wake up in the morning, still, let's talk about it. You have, because when two people take a decision, Allah does not make it go vain. So thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Yaya.
This is
Thank you.
Jafric
This
Radio.
is so like you have explained to my satisfaction. Thank you so much. I know that the viewers are also satisfied with your explanation to this. So moving back, you said something about respect. So in
Yes.
Islamic setup, at one time I heard one of the is it imam or those Islamic preachers. He cited an example that a certain lady who got married and she was there with her husband, and the husband put his head on her lap, and then the lady got a message that the father needs her urgently, and the lady has to show respect, not to wake his husband up. She just ordered the maids to bring the knife, and she cut off a hand, one of the hand, so that the husband head will not be maybe pushed away. So she left the hand, the one that she has cut, and then ran to the father with a pool of blood to hear what the father is saying. So he was just attribute that scene as a very respect that all the women, the married women, should emulate. So how does the respect works? Like, is this a respect? From what I heard, this one I myself heard him preaching about that.
Thank you so much, Dickness. I have heard such story before, and me, I use it as an analogy.
Okay.
what the import or the meaning, let's look at the meaning of exactly what has just been or what you just narrated. Mostly, a man is relaxing on the laps of his wife, and the woman gets an emergency call from the
Father.
husband, her father.
Yes.
See, the woman loving her husband and also respecting sleep or relaxation so much, comfort. She deems it fit not to wake the man up,
Right.
but rather cut the leg, the leg,
The
or
hand
maybe from the
the
maybe I don't know where.
yes.
I don't know how possible. Is it the arm or the leg?
The arm. She was
I don't know
just
how
doing the arms,
possible.
and that was what the example the man gave.
Well, let's see. To cut, is it easy to cut a leg or hand that way, to amputate it that way?
That is
Dickness, you and me know is not easy.
mm-hmm.
The man could wake up if such exercise is to happen. The man could, because I don't know, to cut if it is he's relaxing on the laps. Mostly, what we do know is the men normally relax on the laps of women, or women also relax on the laps of men. The
Right.
two is vice versa. What we know commonly people do is that, or the hand will be there, will be on the lap, and then one of them will relax on it. So let's assume, let's take that picture, that position, and then the woman wants to move away. What we normally see is they lift their head gentle and they put pillow there, so that they will, whilst in their sleep and dreaming, they will still feel their position is not changed. This is the whole thing. But assuming she is to cut her leg or the hand, is it easy that way? This probably it is some of the stories to, we have folk tales. Some of the stories to tell us that, look, you don't have to, just because you've received that call, just push the person's head somewhere and then just keep going. No, but respectfully, the person is relaxing. And you don't have to hurt him because he's been shot. You don't have to hurt the person. Just find a way of making sure the person is on the same position whilst you can attend to what you've been called to do, and then come back. So when the person wake up, even if he doesn't see you, because you respect each other and the trust is there, he calls you, or you come back, say, oh, whilst you listen, I received a call from so and so, my parents, I had to rush to, but I didn't wake you up because I didn't want to disturb you. If you trust your wife, if there is trust
This
between the
is
two of
Jafric
you,
Radio.
I don't think it is any issue. But to say Islam say you should cut their hand and what this story, what it's trying to say is respect the position that anybody is and the comfort of each other. This is about comfort. Allow the person to enjoy the comfort that he's enjoying.
Right.
If it's not something that so this is just simple thing to explain that, but not cut. It's not easy because the femur bone, to cut the femur bone, it's not easy that way.
Yeah. Then I
And to
think he
even
should have used a proper example. Yeah, to
yes,
explain that instead of made mention. I think at that particular point I saw that, wow, is it that like this is it the respect, but someone is so much hurt, taking off your hand and like running in the pool of blood to, I mean, it was not clicking. Yeah, so thank you for also explaining it very well. Yeah. So I will say some of these things, they should also come up with a very, let's say, tangible examples that will help. Yeah, in order not to confuse others. Right. Thank you so very much. All right. So we have also talked about respect. The last time we heard from one of the panelists that marriage based on a lot of things, but the three major things were communication, which we have talked about, the respect, which we just shared, and then it talks about sex, but we will not go in that for now, because I know you are in a period of Ramadan, so it
No
might not
problem.
be appropriate to talk
Listen.
about it.
No. You see, this is one of also Dickness. Let me also mention this. This is education,
Oh, okay.
okay, and learning.
Right. That's true.
Alim what alim. We are learning and we are also teaching. Okay. There's nothing wrong talking about that.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
If you look, what Islam warn people about, don't, whether it is Ramadan or not Ramadan, profane, unnecessary talking about that says when it is not in the appropriate time or rampantly, openly, not giving the respect to sex life is completely wrong.
No, that's true.
It's haram, it's haram. But teaching purpose, we are teaching, we need to teach, we need to learn. Okay?
Right.
That doesn't say talking about when we say we refrain from then we wouldn't talk about food. Earlier we talked about food. Eating food in the Ramadan too is
All right,
completely
that one too is
it's
right.
not allowed. So then we wouldn't talk about food. But we were talking about providing for the wife
Right.
or the family earlier. So if it is about sex aspect, it doesn't. I am not talking about. We are not talking about sex between profane or trying to indulge in no. This is not what we are doing.
Right.
We are talking about it in the perspective of learning and also teaching. So there's nothing wrong. It doesn't violate my the fasting. It doesn't.
Okay.
It doesn't nullify the fasting. Yes.
All right.
Because my teacher, my Islamic teacher, taught me well, so I know my limitations. And he's good.
Yeah.
I have
Right.
one. Yes.
I know in a Ramadan it's haram to engage in sex activities until the Ramadan ends. I think I'm right in this one, right?
Yes, and until Ramadan. You see, Ramadan is very simple. The month is the Ramadan month. The month is the Ramadan. The name of the month is the Ramadan. But the actual act we are doing is fasting. So fasting in the Ramadan.
Okay.
Okay. So we are in the month of Ramadan.
So, Mr. Ya, let me ask this. Maybe during the Ramadan, if the other partner wishes to maybe have something to do with the husband in a sex aspect, and the husband or the wife refuses, is it against the Islamic laws of marriage? Like, you have denied me with, or deny some your partner's right to have access to your body?
Can you come again with the question? I didn't get because the line went
I
down.
just want to say that as the Ramadan, the setup of it says maybe you need not to touch your partner, in the aspect of sex during that period. And let's say during that period, your partner wants that and you refused. Is it not you denying the rights, access to your body?
Okay. Okay. Thank you, Dickness.
Right.
Let's establish this way. The month is Ramadan, and the rule for the month is that any adult, male and female,
Right.
and believer, male and female,
Okay.
during the month of Ramadan, taking anything that you eat or any acts when it comes to sexual aspect feelings that you engage in during the day is not
okay.
allowed. It's prohibited.
Oh, so the night is okay.
Night you are allowed. Once
I
you break,
see.
yes,
Oh.
yes.
Oh. Okay.
During the day, anything that you take in, anything that you engage in, is not accepted. It's prohibited.
Right.
This is how it is. So if you eat in the afternoon, it's prohibited.
Oh, okay.
If you take anything that supports your body in any way, it is prohibited in the afternoon.
Oh, okay.
In the daytime, and it has the period. In Japan here, it starts from I think 4:15 from today. I think it started from 4:15, and it will end around 5:55 or 56 today.
Oh, okay.
So it's from there.
Right.
But you see, the month of Ramadan too is a month. It's a sacred month where the most important, the book, the Quran, was revealed. Okay, so there are a lot of activities that you need to engage in. So people spend much time reading, listening to teachings and what have you, and then explanations to the meanings of the Quran, and learning a topic or a chapter or something from the Quran. So most people, they engage in a lot of activities. It is very tiresome. A lot of activity. So most people don't even have time. And even when you break your fast in the evening, you are exhausted.
Yeah, mostly.
And then you have a lot to do. You have to do Tarawih. We have special prayers we pray. Okay? After you've eaten, you have the evening prayer there, and you also have other personal prayers there. All those things boil up. So it takes almost all your time. Even in the night, it takes all your time. You understand? So most people don't even think about that.
All right.
But if you want to do it, you are allowed.
Oh, okay.
No, nothing. There's nothing. But in the afternoon, it's completely prohibited.
Okay.
Once within the fasting period, it's completely prohibited.
So if
This is how.
something of that's happened, you need to hold yourself until evening.
You need to. You need to hold
Right.
yourself. You need to hold yourself. And I wonder whether people. I don't know, but
Even
it won't be
that,
surprised to
that's
see
true.
people think about it. But I wonder. Once we are
And
human
I
beings,
think,
definitely
yeah,
people.
yeah, the people are really sensitized on these things. So most
Yes.
of them might not even wish to engage themselves in that activity.
A lot.
But for education purpose, we need to know, yes, what's happening.
Yes.
So,
And let me even chip in before you come in with the next thing. Many people, having a concubine, girlfriend, concubine, boyfriend in Islam is completely forbidden.
oh, really?
Yeah, it's completely forbidden to have a concubine. It's forbidden in Islam. So boyfriend, girlfriend, this is my boyfriend, girlfriend that you have intimate with her or him is forbidden in Islam, whether it's Ramadan or not. So far as Islam is concerned, once you are not married, is forbidden. Okay,
Oh,
but people are into it. So
okay.
even
That's
during the
I've
Ramadan,
heard it.
yes, people are into it. That does not make them a non-Muslim.
Mm,
No, you can't say they are not Muslims. So I hear some people say, no, you are not. You can't say that person is not a Muslim.
mm,
But people, when we are getting to the Ramadan, he and his girlfriend, they agree that we are getting to the Ramadan for the respect for the month. We cease, we stop that, and they do. They stay away from that. But after Ramadan, some of them continue
go
and
back
still
to
complete. The others go
the
back to.
old path.
So this is akwasi kono gyina kwantia.
That's true.
And then in your head, what you are thinking, Allah knows more than what you do.
Mm,
You yourself know. So if you are quitting for good, Allah knows it. If you are
true.
just being a hypocrite too, Allah knows it. But the judgment is only for Allah, the all exalted one. That's all.
All right. Thank you so much. I don't
Thank
know
you.
if these things also work. We know, like, most of the problems that we have in marriages, most of them centered in sex aspect, like the wife or the husband denies me with this, so others went as far as cheating on their wives and their husbands. So in Islam setup, where a man is allowed to marry, let's say 4, does these things be a problem in the area of Islam?
Thank you, Dickness. One thing
This is Jafric
before
Radio.
I tackle it in Islamic, one thing I want us to all observe is that, or remember, is that we are all humans, and we have a way of registering our displeasure on something,
Okay.
our happiness or unhappiness on something. It is normal with most women and most men, or most marriages that I have sit in, or maybe there has been a problem that I have been invited into. What I do know is, and that is what earlier on I said, that you pay back to your spouse
Okay.
what you wrong you, because he has offended you. You also offend. You try to pay him or her back, and that is completely unacceptable for human beings. If we do that, we never progress, and that is exactly what is happening. What you are talking about, yes. Once it is within a marriage, and then Islam too, that is a marriage, definitely certain is there. You have your wife, and she weaponized herself. Definitely, you won't be happy, and she will also not be happy. That one is there. It happens. It is human setting. Let's see it more as human setting.
Right.
It is human setting, human behavior. It's there. What is the marriage? That is completely there, completely. It's there. A lot,
Alright.
a lot.
So,
Yes,
like,
a lot.
the men are allowed to marry, let's say 4 maximum, and I think this one wouldn't be a problem with the men. If you think your wife, you have 4 wives and one is denying you, then you jump to another one and see if that one will be okay. So that's what I
You
thought, that
see,
maybe that one wouldn't be an issue as far as men
okay.
in Islam, those who have married like that polygamous setting or homes, as far as that is
Actually,
concerned.
have you also thought about that? Okay, the man has 4 wives. It is also possible he can go to all of them and all of them are having the same issue.
Wow.
Do you know?
Yeah.
Do you think that is
Then
also possible?
the man is in trouble.
Jafric Radio, radio,
Of
radio.
course.
That man will be in trouble. I see.
Yeah, it is possible. But the point is, it's not about satisfying the man or satisfying yourself. It's about the woman denying you. What have you done about it?
Yeah, the cause of it.
The cause of it is very important because anything that starts small can lead and grow and become.
Right.
If you nurse something, it grows and become a tree, seeds. So the woman who denies you, you say, okay, I don't care. Today you deny me. Maybe tomorrow I'll be with Fatima and I can have what I have because she wouldn't engage in that.
Yeah.
Fine. Did she do it in the right way? If she didn't do it in the right way, she have to answer. You too, did you take steps to find out why she's doing that and then try to solve it? Or you only considered you are feeling that, okay,
Yeah.
if I don't get it here tomorrow, I'll hold myself tomorrow, I'll get it here, so I don't care about why you are doing that. That what you have to answer. So any situation, marriage is something that if you are not ready, if you are afraid of solving problem, don't go into it. If anybody is listening to me, if you're afraid of solving problem, don't go. So there is a rule. What the woman is saying, why she is denying that, is it logic? Is it her right? If it's her right, are you able to are you capable of solving it for her or not? Then if you are capable of solving it for her, why don't you do it? But because you think you have other skirt somewhere, you can go there. That's why it says you can marry 2, 3, or 4. But if you cannot bring to bear justice, you can stay with one. Stay with one. So that is also you have to also play your role as a man. She's denying you. What is
equally?
Equally.
Oh, I see.
So if you cannot do that, so if she's denying you, did you try to find out? If you say, oh, I don't care, let me go to this one can help me, this one will help me ease myself, fine. You also go. Whether she has a legitimate issue for denying you, and you didn't also take any steps to make sure you solve it, the issue will grow, and one day you will die. And when you die, you are going to account to your maker how you stay with your wives, or if she's only one, how you live with her. So that one we should all bear it, and that day it will not be easy. We should always put it in the mind. It's not easy as we think.
It wouldn't. As for that
So it is
wouldn't.
there.
All right. Thank you so much, Mr. Yahaya. I think we are almost there. Our time is almost up. And we have some messages which I want to read. And then after that, you sum up everything that you just said. And then we draw the curtain to a close. Okay, so we have Nana Tamia. Thank you so much for watching. She's watching all the way from Nagoya. And Mekia Dompre J is also watching us. And Nana Tamia said, blessed Sunday, people of God. Thank you so much. And we have our own brother Cornelius is watching. Thank you so much, bro. And Nana Tamia says, welcome, sir. Thank you for coming. So that one is for Mr. Yahaya. Thank you so much.
This is Jafric Radio.
Mr. Cornelius Apia said, wow, very interesting in the marriage of our Muslim brothers and sisters. That is why I think they are having 90% success in their marriages. Right. And then we have Danny Boy, Daniela Champon, also says fire. He sent the fire emojis. And Mama Ife said, thank you. We have Saeed Yaku. I don't know if this I'm right. Forgive me. Yeah. He is watching live from Abu Dhabi.
Dhabi, Dhabi.
Dhabi.
Abu
Oh,
Dhabi.
sorry, Abu Dhabi. All right. Okay. UAE. Yes. Mr. Said is also watching. Thank you so much. Yeah. Someone says that's the reason why Islam marriage they have like 90%.
This is Jafric Radio.
Is it true, Mr. Yaya? That
He says what?
yeah, one of our brothers says the reason you think what you are saying is the reason why Islam about 90% they have successful marriage.
Yeah, Dickness is true because in Islam, marriage is not for fun. It's part of the religion. So you are observing a religious obligation. So anybody who see him or herself as fulfilling a religious obligation, no matter what it is, no matter the turbulence, the person is able to stand with it and then solve whatever problem it is and move on with it. But those who see it to be a worldly thing, everybody is doing so, I must also do, definitely you cannot get to the end. And because you have a target, what you want. If it's about the beauty of the woman or the man, definitely it will wash away one day. Definitely. As we are talking now, you can see us. Now we have wrinkles. But yesterday, yeah, it's true.
That's
But
true.
yesterday, we were the exuberance that everybody wanted to see, was talking about. Okay? So the marriage is like that. Anybody who see him or herself as not having been correct, being accurate, definitely you can never finish the marriage journey. You can't finish it. And that is, as I said earlier, Islam, the purpose of the marriage is to show mutual respect to each other, kindness, you need to be kind, consideration with the aim of establishing harmonious, stable family units.
All right.
When you have this in the mind, no matter what issue come, you try as much as possible and sit back and have a second thought and see how to solve it down just to
Walk
break
away.
up. That is it. So marriage in Islam is complete religious fulfillment.
Okay.
And when you do, so you know that when you don't have it, some part of your religion is missing. You need to observe 5 daily prayers. But if the marriage alone will give you certain percentage, why not try and solve it and stay in? Before I exit, last 2 weeks when in the program, I heard something that I want to correct here.
Okay.
Mostly, let's not correlate Islamic marriage with the Northern marriage.
Okay.
I overheard that they were talking about Northern Ghana, Ghanaian marriage and what. Look, every religion has some aspect of culture of the people finding itself into. And Islam, so far as it is not forbidden, something is not forbidden in Islam, it is allowed. For instance, if Mama Poma wants to be a Muslim and she chooses to maintain the name Poma, once the name is not Busumche, Lake Busumche, which we know to be a loss, once we know the name is not Akonodi, once we know the name is not Tigari, but Poma is Ashanti name, she can bear it just like that. So, do you understand?
Yeah.
So the same way, when you go to when people become Muslims, they have a culture there already. And it is very difficult to separate the two, or something that you are used to avoid, to stop it is not easy. It doesn't take one day, all of a sudden. That's why when you see most preachers, when they try to force people to completely stop their habits at once and embrace religion, it always collapses. Those people normally.
This is Jafric Radio.
And so Northern Ghana, we have number of tribes there, and we have number of cultures there. The same thing when it comes to the southern sector, we have number of culture practices.
Right.
They blend it. Sometimes it finds its way into the religion, but because they associate themselves with the religion, those outside who do not study see it to be part of the religion. Okay. Meanwhile, it is not. So when it comes to women, some tribes or some cultures see women as they need their property. That is not Islam. That may be a culture that the person is paralleling with Islam.
Okay.
Or the person even doesn't even know. Even though he's a Muslim, he doesn't even know. So when you are living with such a people or such person, and you see it that way, and you say, we Muslims, this the woman supposed to. No, that shouldn't be the case.
Okay.
But for you layman, you may take it to be like that. Probably, meanwhile, it is not like that. And that one too is also hindering a lot when it comes to Islam. So the culture, don't take the culture, people's culture finding itself into the religion also creates certain problems that people see it to be Islamic practice. Meanwhile, it is not. So please, let's establish that when anything you see, ask. And even in the Bible, we say when you ask, you'll be what?
You will receive.
You receive it. So you ask, you get the answers. And that's all. Or you search now, information is much available from good resources, but not just Googling it, but with a well-established organizations and websites. You can get them. Thank you.
Right. Thank you so much, Mr. Yahaya.
This is Jafric Radio.
A good work done. Thank you for explaining things that were also bothering. And thank you once again for also let us know that I think when it comes to marriage, it's like something that cut across every marriage. If it's lack of communication that brings problem, whether it is Muslim, whether it is Christianity, whether it is traditional, it's all the same. Yeah, but the issue is how to solve it and make the marriage work is the most important. So let's all try and focus on how to build our marriages. Yes, be lack of communication. Let us also dig deep and see the causes of those things and begin to address those issues and then come up. You know, as we have already told you, Home Sweet Home program is designed particularly to see the marriage couple enjoy their second heaven on earth. It means they enjoy peace, total peace in their marriages. Yes. So whatever you see that things are not working well, don't keep quiet. Ask questions about it and try to solve the issue instead of walking away from the marriage. If that one did not work, I think some time ago, our brother Kweku gave us some statistics about those who walk away from the marriage, and most at times they do not succeed in the other marriages that they find themselves in. That means there are some issues that they need to deal with instead of just walk away from that marriage. So let's all do our best as we have accepted to marry. Then it's just as Mr. Yaya said, marriage is not an easy thing, and it's not a joke. So we go with a mature mind that we are going to stay and work things to make the marriage work. All right. So let's all do our best wherever you may found yourself, as you have decided to travel in that line. Then we need to also do our best to solve issues, to talk about it, and find a way to make the marriage work. Walking away or divorce is not the total solution of it. Thank you so very much, viewers. Thank you so much, Mr. Yaya, for your time. I know it's so tiring. Thank you for being here for us. And don't forget that Bayside Modeling Agency is a proud sponsor for this program, and we have Turmeric Hotel also sponsoring this program. Today our guest was Mr. Yaya. Thank you so much, all the way from Nagasaki, right? Yes, in the morning he was traveling, and he just even arrived before he joined this program. So Mr. Yaya, thank you for your dedication, and we want to thank you all viewers for making this program possible, because if we come and you do not,
this is Jafric Radio.
Comments, it's like it becomes like boring. We might not know what to say. So thank you so much for your opinions and your ideas that you have shared with us, and we just want to bring this program to an end. And my name still remains Avena Poma Puku. You can call me Dixon Espoma if you like. A lady with a long name. If you think you have a long name, just WhatsApp me. All right? And let's see those that I have kept in the fridge, if I can bring them out. All right. Thank you.
I think the Said guy, viewing from Abu Dhabi, he has a very long name. So maybe if you can challenge him, he has a very long name.
Mr. Said, wow, bring your name, and let me tell you, I have some in the fridge. A very long one.
He has a very long name.
Thank you.
This is Jafric Radio.
Thank you so much, Mr. Yaya. Thank you. We do appreciate your time and your effort. Thank you. All right. So, our viewers, we just want to thank you very, very much. We will meet again next week. Until we meet again, I just want to thank our DJ, Nanaya Pope, for making it possible for this program to come on. Thank you so much. He is the DJ and at the same time executive producer. Thank you so much. Yes, until we meet again next week, we say sayonara.
This is Jafric Radio.
Teach them well and let them lead the way. Show them all the beauty they possess inside. Give them a sense of pride to make it easier. Let the children's laughter remind us how we used to be. Everybody searching for a hero.
This is Jafric Radio. Jafric Radio. Radio.
Never found anyone who fulfilled my needs.
This is Jafric Radio.
The beauty they possess inside. Give them a
This is Jafric. This is Jafric Radio.
to make it easier. Let the children's laughter remind us how we used to be. I decided long ago never to walk in anyone's shadows. If I fail, if I succeed, at least I live as I believe. No matter what they take from me.
This is Jafric Radio.
My dignity, because the greatest love of all is happening to me.
This is Jafric Radio.
Found the greatest love of all inside of me. The greatest love of all. Children are our future. Teach them well and let
This is Jafric Radio.
them away. Show them all the beauty they possess inside. Give them a sense of pride to make it easier. Let the children's laughter remind us how we used to be. Everybody's searching for a hero. People need someone to look up to. I never found anyone who fulfilled my needs. A lonely place to be, and so I learned to depend on me. I decided long ago never to walk in anyone's shadows. If I fail, if I succeed, at least I live as I believe. No matter what they take from me, they can't take away my dignity. Because the greatest love of all is happening to me. I found the greatest love of all inside of me. The greatest
This is Jafric Radio.
of all is easy to achieve. Learning to love yourself, it is the greatest love of all.
Jafric Radio. Radio.
The children are our future. Teach them well and let